Good evening. It is Tuesday night, and this is Remote Transmission. Here, joined by my side here, as always, Matt Connerton.
It's funny. I had said, Dan, can you intro the show? It's smoother when you do it because I have to do some things here on the computer.
Oh, that was super smooth. What are you talking
about?
And
that was like, wow.
Wow. I'm sorry. I was preoccupied.
That was remarkable.
So I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
I was getting into the music. I was sucked into Ashland's Addict, who we're talking to tonight, and I was getting into the music, and I wasn't focused. So I'm sorry. They're just that good. They're just that good that I got sucked into the music. So I do apologize to our listeners out there in IPMNation.com.
That's okay. That's all right. And Marcus from Ashland's Attic will be calling in soon. He's going to be a little bit late because they actually played a show tonight. And originally the plan was, we kind of thought that they would be done and off stage in time to be a part of Remote Transmission. But I guess the show must have run late, which, being a musician myself, I can tell you happens a lot. Really, not a lot happens on schedule in this business. So perfectly understandable. So that's why we opened the show with 2 songs instead of 1. But I found something else we can play at the end of the show after the interview, after those guys call in, or maybe it'll just be Marcus. I'm not sure, but we'll see what they're planning to do. So, but welcome everyone to Remote Transmission. Just a little bit after about 11:08 p.m. here on the East Coast, coming to you as usual from Styling Souls at 832 Elm Street in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire.
Well, that's a smoother intro. Wow, I should have done it that way.
Yes.
Wow. I am no longer a professional. I have downgraded myself.
Dan. That's quite
I'm
all right.
blaming it on the music. That's what
right.
I'm blaming it on. Sure. that's what it is. So they are going to be calling in, or one of the... now, were they playing local? Do you know where they were playing tonight?
I don't think so. I'm not sure where they are, actually. I got a text from Trish. She says they're about to call now. Trish is the one who booked them tonight. So
she's got the inside connection. There we go. Perfect timing.
Excellent. Hello, who's this?
Nobody.
Nobody. Damn it. Hello.
Hello.
Is this Marcus? What? Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, who is this?
This is Mark of Ashland's Attic.
Hey, Mark. Welcome to the show. This is Matt on Remote Transmission, and sitting here with my co-host Dan.
Cool.
So you guys played a show tonight?
Yeah, we literally just walked out, just put our guitars in the trunk, and so I'm sitting here with Ryan, the lead singer.
Okay. Where'd you guys play?
We played a show in the Berkshires, Pittsfield, Mass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
I've never been there. Is that a nice room?
Huh?
I've never been there. Is that a nice room? Is that a nice place to play?
Well, I mean, we played at a place called the Lantern. It was good burgers, but not really a lot of room for the band, because they usually have, singer-songwriter acts with, sitting on, one guy sitting on a stool, so it was probably a different atmosphere usually. But
sure.
So we managed to rock it somehow, so that was pretty cool. It was a good show.
Cool. Trish has seen you guys, and she spoke very highly of you. And we actually opened the show with a couple tunes from your album, Oh Yeah, and Sticky Situation.
Cool.
And I think a little bit later after we talk, we're going to play Simple Kiss. I found that on your MySpace page. So
Sure.
Can you tell us about your sound? Because you guys... the first thing I noticed when I listen to you is you don't sound like anybody else around here.
Well, that's the first thing we almost a collective hatred of the radio nowadays, and it's just sad that we don't have any music like what there used to be. So we try we all have different influences. We all have the Beatles, but then you have our drummers into punk. We have a lot of oldies influence, like the Who. We have the Fountains of Wayne and a lot of Queen. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a huge melting pot of real influences that we all love and bring to the table.
Sure.
So, we try to put as much as ourselves into our music.
Is there also, I kind of hear too, oh, I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead.
I was going to say too, I was also thinking too, kind of a throwback to maybe Buddy Holly and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hear a little Beach Boys.
We've actually gotten reviewed that way before. A couple people have said that.
Really?
Yeah. And it's for me, this is Ryan, by the way. For me, it's funny because I don't hear it, but I guess everybody else does, which is cool. I mean...
Yeah. Absolutely. Is now you said so you guys have kind of a hatred for what's on the radio.
Not everything. I don't want to say everything. Not everything is garbage, but
Right.
it's because we, if you think back to like the 60s, 70s, even like the 80s, you would hear like some decent, good rock music even on the pop stations. You just don't hear that anymore.
Yeah, that is true. Well, yeah, it's funny because when I was a kid, I remember I would listen to 94.5 out of Boston, which now is a hip hop station, but when I was a kid, it was kind of top 40. And on a top 40 station, back then you would hear a lot of pop, but you would also hear rock.
Yeah.
You'd hear some of the same stuff that you'd hear on a classic rock station, or what we now call classic rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it has
And
changed that way.
that's what we thought too. When we got together and formed this band, we said, well, we want to bring fun back to the radio. That's the hope eventually of this band. That's the aim and goal, is to bring some fun rock and roll music back to the radio. Something that somebody who might listen to Lady Gaga might actually take a listen and go, well, this is really well produced, really well written, and it's fun. And that's the whole aim of what we do.
Now, are you hoping to have, because I mean, one of the things about a lot of the classic rock or the classic pop is those songs are all iconic and they're still like, considered essentials today, to today's standards. And based on what's out there in the radio now, do you feel that there's like nothing that we can say 20 years down the road would be an iconic song? Like, do you think Lady Gaga is going to be relevant in 20 years, like The Who or like the Stones?
That's going to be studied in history class, if that's what you're asking. No, I'm not saying that she's going to be relevant. I'm just saying that when you had bands like, I don't know, like ABBA, who had a pop song, you would also have a band like Led Zeppelin that had a rock song on the same station.
Sure.
And that's what we're aiming for. We want to be the rock band that's on that station, to remind kids and other people that you don't have to be either metal or indie just to make it in rock music. I mean, you can still be fun and have meaning to it. I mean, we always put meaning into the songs. The lyrics usually they have a meaning to us. It's not just like throwaway lyrics,
Right, right.
Now, speaking of meanings, what does the name mean, Ashland's Addict?
Well, actually, it's pretty simple. I mean, we're from the Ashland area, and we practice in an attic. So.
Oh,
okay.
There you go.
Yeah. So my sister just one day she was like, yeah, you should call yourselves Ashland's Attic, and it just stuck, and we liked it, and we just wanted to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool, and it's a good name. I mean, it's easy to remember, and it's kind of, it's kind of a catchy name. So
It's unique too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what about the image? Looking at the album, you guys are all wearing ties, and it's obvious you have a specific image. Is that how you dress on stage as well?
No, actually, that was our first year, and we were just trying something else. The photographer that shot us liked the image, and we went with it.
Oh, okay.
And then we had a manager for a while, and the manager liked the image, and we just stuck with it, played with it on stage. But we got sick of it after a while because people kept saying, what's with the tie thing? And we were like, I don't know. Our manager liked it, so we stuck with it. And now we have recently got rid of that manager, and we're moving on, and we've decided to just wear whatever we want.
Right. Got rid of him. That sounds kind of ominous. Something. Do you have a little accident?
With what?
Was his brake lines cut? What happened?
Yeah, what happened to him?
We just had a difference of views on what we wanted from the band and for shows and stuff like that.
All right. We were just looking for some dirt, something juicy.
Something juicy, yeah.
Well, over the years, I've heard some great, band severing ties with manager stories. So now, being as unique as you guys are, because like I said, I haven't heard anything around here that sounds like you guys. Is it difficult to find shows that you fit on, as far as bands that you can play with, or does your uniqueness kind of make it easier in a way?
Yeah, it's difficult, but we'll play with anyone because we appreciate music and musicians. So we'll play with anyone, and we usually end up opening for them, or we'll headline and the bands will open for us. But in the area that we're from, we've found a few bands that are piano pop based or like electric rock pop kind of stuff, and
Sure.
we try to book shows with them.
Now, what is your crowd like? I mean, do you guys get a lot of college kids at your shows, or?
It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I mean, the thing is when you play so many 21 plus bars, because we're all out of college, so we don't play colleges usually.
Right.
And so we play like 21 plus bars, and it's usually just people who moved on from college or seniors in college. So we don't really have a college crowd. We are aiming for it though.
Yeah, because I was going to say, I think your sound would do really well at college radio, and I think over time, I think that's something I can definitely see in your future that would really develop for you.
And we're working with a new publicist promotion woman who's going to try and help us get on some college radio on the West Coast and East Coast.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So we're hoping that pans out.
And if you book a college tour or something, I mean that's where the money is, and that's where you'll get a lot of really good exposure. Who would you again? And I know I keep going back to the uniqueness of your sound, but who would you like to open for? Like as far as someone who's big now, who's out there, who do you think you guys would fit in well with?
Who we fit in well with that's big now? I think maybe the only band, and I know it's sacrilege to say it, maybe Coldplay, maybe MGMT, and
I love MGMT.
Anyone of the Ringo or Paul McCartney, we'd obviously love to play with them, but their people hasn't called our people yet, so we're waiting on that.
Right. Maybe your new publicist can make that happen.
Yeah, maybe. And she's based out of Wisconsin, so maybe if he's,
You never know.
Who knows?
Now, do you guys just have the one album out so far, or do you have more material?
Yeah, we released that. We released that album in March. But we do plan on going back, hopefully this winter, to record our second album.
Yeah.
We're just trying to give that, the first album some time out there to get, hopefully picked up. Get some exposure, get a college crowd going, like you said, and that's really the aim with our first album, is to get a bigger fan base, and then we'll release the second album. We actually had 3 to 4 albums worth of material.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we can play almost a 3-hour show now with original stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's a good position to be in, because I mean, have you been in situations where you've had to kind of do that?
Oh yeah. We've played so many 3-hour shows.
Really?
I mean, and sometimes they ask us to even play longer because somebody else didn't show up. Yeah,
right.
So, we have to throw they have to learn some covers, and unfortunately to fill in some time. Yeah, we've learned a lot of covers to fill. We've got like 40 covers or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys are all set.
Music. Yeah, we pretty much take from all our influences for our covers, basically. So you'll get like Queen, Beatles, even like The Darkness is thrown in there.
Oh, no kidding.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, you got everything. We run the gamut really with our influences.
Yeah.
Even Saved by the Bell, we like to throw out there. So, yeah, we throw out a couple theme songs.
Very cool.
Now here's the philosophical question for the night. Now, let's say 20 years down the road, what song do you want to be remembered for? Like, what song would you say is going to be your icon song that people are going to say, this song is the greatest song. It's been, it's outlasted other songs. What would you say out of your repertoire?
I mean, it's hard to say because we all have our own favorite songs on the album that are all the same.
Sure.
So, I mean, probably one song that we always go back to that we think, we'll watch TV or like a movie trailer and possibly hear, one good year. We think has, we've had a lot of potential for, like the indie crowd or just have longevity. But I think if off our first album, if you're going to pick a classic song that's going to last the test of time, I mean, a lot of people tell us that they love Simple Kiss or The Beginning. So I would say that those 2 songs have the biggest potential.
Mm-hmm.
Is okay, yeah, Simple Kiss. That's on your that's the one we're gonna play in a minute. Yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing that, especially since you mentioned it. So that particular song gets a really good response.
Yeah, that one it usually gets people dancing, and they also some people come up to me and they say, oh, is that about a girl that you dated or that kind of stuff? And
sure.
The Beginning is actually kind of like a power ballad, and when there's we've had a couple situations where the guy who's doing the stage show, he'll put on like a light show for us with smoke in the back, and it just kind of makes it like an old Pink Floyd laser show.
Very nice. Who writes the songs? Do you guys all write together?
Yeah, it's a collaborative effort. If somebody comes with an idea, we say, oh, okay, yeah, this is a great idea, and everybody's open to writing lyrics. And even on the album, there's a song called "Eyes in the Sky Tonight" that Ben, the guitarist, sings on that I don't sing on. So there are differences, and it's usually like he'll always write his own lyrics. Most of my lyrics, but Mark will write some lyrics too to a song. He'll come with an idea, so it's pretty collaborative.
Now, do you feel that the lyrics come first or the music comes first when you are doing the writing process?
Music, definitely music. It's always the music for us. The music's the most important part, and then I think of the story, or whoever's writing it thinks of the story to put over it, and that's how it gets accomplished, really.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to put words to music than as opposed to putting music to words. Yeah. Because when you're writing a song, you kind of have hopefully you have the tune already in your head, so otherwise it's just a poem. Yeah, it's almost like a hopeless cause. So it's, just to get the music.
Right.
I guess how Shelley Duvall came about. Shelley Duvall was, the drummer did the beat, then, me and the bass, I did my thing, and then it just, from then on, it just jumped. And the keyboard, the organ came on, and then the guitar, it just all fit,
Sure. Well, listen, we don't want to keep you guys too long because I know you just got off stage and you probably got some business to do, but we really appreciate you calling in tonight.
Driving today, was driving.
Some driving, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Before we start to wrap up, though, do you want to just let everyone know where to find you online? I mean, I've got your MySpace open here, myspace.com/Ashland'sAttic. Do you also have a dedicated site or a Facebook or anything you want to mention?
Yeah, we do have ashlandsattic.com.
Very good.
Of course, if you go on there, there's a links page with all the links. We're on Twitter, the Facebook, MySpace. All the things the kids are raving about these days.
Yeah. Very good. And
I don't understand Twitter, but we're on it. Yeah, twitter.com/Ashland'sAttic. We're on the Facebook. It's a weird, link. It's not as easy as MySpace, but like I said, they're all on ashland'sattic.com. We got the news, and we got a tour schedule.
Now, where can they get the album?
The album, it's available. You can get it on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
A select few Newbury Comics sells it, only pretty much in the Metro West area, though. Yeah. It's also on cdbaby.com. And if you come to a show, it's only $3. Yeah. Discount price at the show, as always.
Yeah. As long as you can find it online, I mean, that's the most important thing,
Yeah. Yep.
So, good.
It's on there.
And you got any shows coming up that you're going to be playing at that you want to promote?
We got one this Friday at the Tavern in Framingham, Mass. It's a free show. And then next Thursday, September 2nd, we're opening for there's a huge cover band at Worcester called the Flock of A-holes, basically. And we go on right before them at the Lucky Dog in Worcester.
Wow.
Oh. Very cool. All right, well, listen, Mark and Ryan, we'll let you guys go. We'll let you get to driving and all that good stuff. Thanks for being here with us tonight.
Thanks for having us. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Have a safe drive.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, so that was Mark and Ryan from Ashland's Attic, and we're going to play a song called Simple Kiss that the guys mentioned, and then after that, Dan and I will come back and talk at you for a minute, and we'll wrap up. So don't go anywhere. This is Simple Kiss from Ashland's Attic.
Your hair is truly a shine. Walking is a pleasure when you live on my side. Every guy's staring because you are so fine. I don't really know exactly how I feel. Joe. I don't really know exactly how it feels. I got you, baby, on my mind. Get a little something, just in the chaos. It's all I ever wanted. When it's on your lips.
And that was Simple Kiss. Now, that was the song that they said would be 20 years down the road, one of those iconic songs.
Yes.
And like I was saying to you while we were listening to the song, very Queen-like. I hear a lot of Queen.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
heard some Monkees. You heard a little Daydream Believer.
Well, right, only in the very beginning when
Yeah.
I heard that piano riff, I thought "Daydream Believer" by the Monkees. But yes, I agree, very Queen-like.
Yeah, very Queen-like. Awesome song. I think out of the 3 songs that we played, that right there is the best song.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
That I hear potential. I hear that, that would be something that you would hear on the radio that people would be talking about.
It had a little more production than the other songs too.
Yeah.
The other songs are very, very sparse production. Not a bad thing. That's obviously what they're going for. But so yeah, very glad those guys called in tonight. Nice guys. AshlandsAttic.com is their website, and I'm sure we'll be talking to them again in the future. And let's see, what do we have coming up the rest of the week? Tomorrow. You can come back here at 4 p.m. to the IPMNation.com live channel every Wednesday now from 4 to 6 p.m. Norm and Friends. And then at 9:30 p.m. is Norm Unfiltered, which is Norm's internet radio show where he is free from the shackles
Raunchy.
of FCC regulation. And then, of course, at 11 p.m., we're back with Remote Transmission. And tomorrow night on Remote Transmission, our guest is Vent. That's
Vent.
VENTT from the Providence area. So Dave Blaze, a good friend of mine, and a couple other guys from the band will be calling in. They have a couple songs on rotation here on IPMNation.com. Wet Dog and A Part of Me.
How do I know Dave Blaze?
Oh, you know Dave Blaze. He's the guitarist in My Life Crisis.
Okay, that's how I know Dave.
And and he also ran sound for us at the Uptown
Yes.
for a long time.
Yeah, I was going to say that name really just rang a bell in my head for a second. I'm saying, wait a minute, I know that guy.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's in Vent.
Dude! That's my Dave Blaze
Wow,
impression.
that's a good impression. And we'll hear that tomorrow night, right?
Dude, guy,
Is he,
dude.
is he the one calling in? Is he going to
Oh,
be
yeah,
like, guy,
he'll be
dude?
calling in. He'll be calling in, yeah. I haven't seen Dave in a long time, and I miss him terribly.
Maybe he changed his, maybe he won't say guy and dude. Like
Nah,
that.
he will. That's
You
Dave.
know,
I hope he does.
You never know. He might be different.
I hope
You,
not.
you never know.
I don't want him to be different. I want him to be Dave. Dave Blaze.
All right.
And Thursday night,
Thursday night?
verbal ejaculation.
Is that going to be on? haven't
I hope so.
I haven't decided yet. I don't know if anybody's going to have any flat tires or anything.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't. The odds of that happening 2 Thursdays in a row I'm going to assume statistically that is not likely to happen.
I could have
so.
a flat tire. You never know. Knock on wood.
Yeah. But you live around the corner.
Hopefully, well, still, I might not be around the corner.
That's true. That's true.
I could be on a road trip. I know I do have plans that evening, but we'll see. Maybe my plans will come in and do the show. Ooh. But we're only going to. Are we doing only an hour show? Are we trying to keep it to an hour?
No. We can go later.
Okay.
No, the reason I said that before is I wasn't sure what days I was going to be on the planet, but I should mention that too. For our listeners who are in the Lakes region area here in New Hampshire, you can hear me tomorrow morning on The Planet. The Daily Planet, the Planet's morning show, 6 to 10 on 100.1 The Planet, New Hampshire's Modern Rock. I've been on Monday, Tuesday, which is today, of course, and I will be on tomorrow morning, Wednesday, as well, filling in for Amy Bates, who is on vacation this week.
Wow.
So Thursday and Friday, they have something else going on, but you can hear me tomorrow morning doing that wacky, zany morning radio.
The wacky morning, do you have like a Zoo Crew wacky morning like show, or is it one of those?
No.
It's not like that?
Honestly, it's just Annie and me, but that's all you need. What
you don't
more
have
do
any
you need?
zingers? You don't have any of those like,
No.
hey, wacky, do you have the wacky morning weather guy?
No.
Nothing like that?
No.
Wow.
We just have 2 sarcastic smartasses
Really, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not interesting.
Actually, it's pretty cool.
You need that wacky morning weather guy and the guy in the chopper. You need the guy in Laconia in the helicopter giving traffic reports on 106. Because that's such a busy busy road.
That actually would be funny.
That's
I'm going to suggest that actually.
Maybe I'll call in from a copter and be if I wasn't working, I'd call in and be like, yeah, I'm right above 106. Traffic's pretty heavy, guys.
That actually would be very funny.
There you go. Look at that. I just gave away a good idea on the air live. Somebody's going to steal that now. Rock 101 or one of those other stupid stations will steal it from the planet now. I shouldn't even give them promotion. I take that back. Edit that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, verbal ejaculation is at 10:45 on Thursday. It is an all nude verbal ejaculation. So,
well, as it is, I think everyone knows by now. I don't do any of this while wearing pants. So.
That's true. I mean, and I barely show up in pants, but it's all nude. And I think the week after, we may have Orion and Danny coming by, though, because they were saying something the other night at the gig they had at Millie's.
Oh, good, yes.
Because they were saying something about maybe coming up in a couple of weeks, so who knows. And I also have a very talented musician that I know that lives in Connecticut that I'm trying to get up here to be on the show as well.
Uh-huh.
But we'll see what happens on Thursday. We'll see how exciting Thursday is, and if I get a flat tire or radiator happens or something.
Oh my!
Maybe Chris will have an issue with his non-existent car. I mean, maybe something.
You can do the show without Chris.
Yeah, I could do this, but I mean,
and he's actually proven he can do the show without
He can do the show without me. So if I'm not here, maybe it'll just be Chris. Who knows? Maybe I'll even hire a co-host to come in and take my place if I'm not here. Maybe Stephen James Blake could come in and be me.
Yeah, and I apologize to anyone who tuned in Sunday night. Wow, that was the worst episode of Stephen James Blake Countdown to Reality ever.
I'm glad I missed it.
Although
wait a minute.
He did only show up 7 minutes late.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's a record for him.
Well, it's because you told him it was going to be an hour.
Only 7 minutes late, yes.
Yeah.
Hoping he would try to show up on time, and he did make the effort. But then he's all depressed, and he's literally dozing off.
See, now I feel bad that I wasn't here because the show might have been interesting.
Yeah.
It might have been better if I was here, and I feel bad. Now I feel guilty. Now I feel really bad and guilty.
Well, Steve's show is not your responsibility. So.
No, it's not, but I bring life to it, and that's no lie. I mean, people, all the feedback I get, people only listen to that show because I'm on it.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told, and I'm not being egotistical in any way.
No, I believe it. I absolutely believe it.
It used to be Andrea used to say that. The ratings were always high because Andrea was on there, but I actually have written, documented proof that I will bring in and show on the air. I will show it on the air to everybody. That's good radio. I have all these petitions people have signed that I'm the reason to listen to Stephen James Blake's Countdown to Deep Reality, and I'm sad I wasn't here last Sunday. Actually, maybe I'm not sad because it was a shitty show.
Oh, it's dreadful.
But verbal ejaculation will be phenomenally funny, hopefully.
Yes.
Depending on what topics and if anybody shows up. So it's because when you say it's an all-nude show, that kind of intimidates people. So
true.
They'll be naked Thursday. And what else is anything else going on?
This week, Friday night, Chemical Distance, my band, will be at Dodge Street in Salem, Massachusetts. And then Saturday night, we have a show at Mad Bob's right here in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Now, the show on Friday, that's with Mortis Ortis and Lucretia's Daggers and somebody else. There's another band I saw listed.
Yeah, I can't remember who.
No. Who knows?
Can't
Probably another good band.
Probably.
And that's like is that the $5 cover charge one?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's only
$5. I can't keep it all straight
anymore. It's either $5 or $7. I know more about your band than you do. That's
you probably
sad.
do.
That's sad.
You probably do.
And you have something else coming up after Mad Bob's, right? Isn't there something with the Whiskey Girls and the that's coming up too?
Probably.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. There was a time I could keep it all straight in my head.
That's it. I'm becoming your manager because that's it. I have to become your personal secretary.
It's actually a good problem to have so many shows that I can't keep them all straight.
And I saw that the albums on iTunes, the albums on Amazon, like the albums everywhere. And I saw the other thing I saw that's very impressive about Chemical Distance, and I don't want to take anything away from Ashland's Attic tonight that we were talking to, but the amount of airplay you guys are getting nationwide.
Yes.
On college as well as regular radio stations is phenomenal, and I'm very impressed by that.
Thank you, Dan.
And I think it's the songs that you're not playing on, of course.
Right. Well,
it's those songs that you don't actually play on that are the hit songs.
Right. Yes.
But you can still take credit. Go ahead. That's fine.
Absolutely.
Because you're a part-time member of the band. So
I have a history of taking credit for things I didn't play on.
Yeah.
That Shadow Sanctuary album
Yeah.
that I'm on. I'm not actually
You're
on
not
it.
actually on it. That's good.
Oh, that reminds me.
Was there a
I probably
sound?
shouldn't talk about this.
Uh-oh.
But I'm going to anyway, because it's not confirmed.
Okay.
But fuck it.
You're not supposed to swear on this show, I thought.
September 19th at the Franklin Opera House.
Ooh.
Transit Music Group is setting up a show.
Yes.
A big show. Which will include the following two bands as well as a couple of others: Chemical Distance and Shadow Sanctuary.
A reunited Shadow Sanctuary or a new, like, Shadow Sanctuary Mach 2?
Oh, Shadow Sanctuary with whoever's playing bass for them. I'm not trying to hint around that there's some sort of surprise like I'm back in the band or anything.
No.
It's not like that.
No.
What I am trying to say is September 19th could be a very awkward evening. Because I just anticipate it as being awkward.
Really?
Yeah.
But that would be exciting, especially in Franklin. Because
Yes.
nothing ever happens in Franklin that's awkward or exciting. So at the Franklin Opera House.
So this show is not confirmed. It has
Oh.
not been announced.
It's not confirmed nor denied.
I shouldn't even be talking about it,
But you did.
but I did because
And because of that, a small Mexican baby will be assassinated because you've talked about that show live.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, wow. I thought I was sitting with Norm for a second.
I don't want any human babies killed.
Oh,
but
wow. Wait a minute. Save that for verbal ejaculation.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong
That's the
show.
type of humor for verbal ejaculation,
show.
which is on every Thursday at 10:45.
I apologize.
Providing that the producer of the show actually shows up.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry.
Did anything play in its place? Probably not, right? People were
No.
listening to Dead Air. That's great. That's great.
I had no way to.
They probably thought we got
Put anything
canceled.
on.
That's it. So we weren't canceled. It was just a malfunction
Yeah.
of somebody's tire.
So I apologize. But what else? I guess that's it. You got
That's
anything
it.
else, Dan?
I have nothing else. I may be making some appearances around town. Just look for me. I made an appearance the other night at Jillian's and the Fisher Cats show. Me and Chris Rose were out
good.
there.
Yes, signed
and
some
we
autographs,
had
no doubt.
well the contest we're doing. If you're on Facebook and you look me up on Facebook, and you'll see my posting. Anytime I post a place that we're making an appearance at, if it's a place that has alcohol and you come up to me, and I said this about the show at Millie's, I posted at Millie's. If you came up to me or Chris or even Trish or even Matt for that matter, any one of the four people that are regulars on verbal ejaculation, if you come up and recognize us and buy us a drink or just one of us a drink, you will win a date with me.
Wow.
No matter who buys the drink, they're getting a date with me. Now, Trish asked me, what happens if it's a guy? I don't care. I'm not going to put out. It's just going to be a date.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm not promising anything
No
at the end of the
sodomy.
evening. No, it's not it's not a sexual thing. It's
Oh,
just
right.
I will go out and have a gourmet dinner with whoever does that. And I don't want to ruin the surprise, but you know what? You ruined one surprise. It's going to be a Long John Silver's gourmet dinner.
Really?
That's what it's going to be. And I'm all serious. It's the new contest we're doing. You can win a date with me if you buy a drink for any. Actually, you know what? I'm going to open it up to any IPM Nation performer, anybody that's associated with this station. You buy them a drink, they'll have to text or call me, and we'll go on a date. There you go.
That's exciting.
That's people want to line up for that contest.
Yes, they do.
And there'll be more information about that on the top-rated show Thursday night.
All right.
So that's all I have to say.
All right.
I'm done. I'm spent.
All right. I will remind everyone that tonight's show will be available for streaming and download probably by midnight. So this one I'm able to get up
Good.
there pretty quick. So
Good.
and we will see you all tomorrow on the IPMNation.com live channel. Tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Vent here on Remote Transmission. Thanks, everyone.
You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions. You are receiving a remote transmission from IPMNation.com. Stay tuned for further instructions.